Last week, I sat down with the Indian Leader Editor-in-Chief Jared Nally and Caitlin Penn of the Foundation for Individual Rights and Education to talk about the current situation with Haskell Indian Nations University, as well as the university's president's actions being called as an infringement of the students' First Amendment rights. Hello, I'm Zain Kanji, and right now I'm standing in front of the Walmart on 6th Street in Lawrence, Kansas. This Walmart pharmacy, along with many Walmarts around the United States, are now supplying the COVID-19 vaccine to local communities. This, of course, is in accordance with President Biden's 100 shots in 100-day policy that he had promised.
Around the United States, there has been anti-transgender legislation spanning from bathroom bans to sporting bans for transgender teens. They are also gaining traction. Even in the state of Kansas, the Senate has passed an anti-transgender bill. According to a press release by the Human Rights Campaign, there have been 254 anti-LGBTQ bills throughout the state legislature in the country. SB 55 has been passed by the Republican-controlled Kansas Senate overnight. Though Governor Laura Kelly vetoed the bill, the issue is spanning throughout all 50 states.
Well, Gus, for the first time in 12 years, the KU's men's basketball team was not ranked in the AP Top 25. When asked about the history of being within the top 25 teams in the nation and why this year is different, Coach Bill Self had this to say.
78-66.
That's right. David McCormick led the charge for the Jayhawks with 23 points. It finally feels like D-Mac is taking the reign over as the big man on campus. That's right, Gus. KU football landed its highest-ranked recruit ever in school history with four-star recruit Quay Davis.
Not only that, KU football also announced the new offensive coordinator for the team in Mike DeBoard.
DeBoard, a former offensive coordinator and associate head coach for the Indiana Hoosiers, and has a past in the NFL. Many NFL coaches have high praise for the new hire, including head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid.
That is all I have here from Wichita. Now back to the studio where my partner Zain Kanji and special guest Jacob Holacek break down what Grady Dick's commitment means to the Jayhawks.
Thank you, Andrew. As he said, I am here with Take-A-Side host and in-house recruit specialist, Jacob Holacek. Welcome, Jacob. What can you tell us about Grady?
Well, thank you for having me. So Grady is a 5-star forward. He's 6'7". He can shoot the ball. He's got a high basketball IQ. This is a great addition for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, and with that size, he's going to be great for the KU system. But how do you think the chemistry between Grady and Zach Clements will carry on into the KU system?
Well, Grady and Zach are both great shooters, which will help the Jayhawks in a great way. It spaces the floor, and bringing in Kyle Cuff for that 2022 class, they've got a lot of talent coming in.
Yeah, what's one aspect of Grady's game that needs to improve before joining the Jayhawks in 2022?
Well, like I said, he can do a lot on the court, but I'd like to see him improve his playmaking abilities and really just improve his ability to get to the hoop.
And we saw Jayhawk Nation react all over the internet Wednesday night with Grady's announcement. What do you think? What was your favorite reaction that you heard or saw about Grady committing?
Oh, my favorite reaction had to be Zach Clements picking up Grady in a video by Andrew Lind. It was just great to see how happy Zach was to see Grady joining the Jayhawks.
Yeah, that was a special moment for both of those two. I would like to thank you for joining us today, Jacob. With this big announcement, the big hope for KU fans is to go on a three-peat, as they'll have Zach Clemens and KJ Adams next year, and then Grady Dick and Kyle Cuff Jr. joining the next. But we have reached our 2-minute warning. Last week, Stephanie Morales-Mercado was spot on with her prediction on Canelo Alvini fight this week. Madison Osberg-Lowe is doing the Winter X Games.
Zain, do you have more on that?
Before we go ahead and talk about the weekend doubleheader, it was the Battle of Kansas in Manhattan on Wednesday night.
Right you are, Zain. KU and K-State fought, and Kansas came out on top, winning 59-41.
The Big 12 newcomer of the week, Jalen Wilson, had himself a game with 11 points and 9 rebounds on Wednesday, and senior Marcus Garrett led the way, scoring 14 points. Kansas also had held the Wildcats to 31% shooting overall and 3 of 24 from the three-point line.
Now we can take a look closer to this weekend with our new segment we like to call Big 12 Pick'ems. Let's start with Jackson and Logan and their women's basketball picks.